world and sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It will beat to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you take it and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky ball boy Sylvester Stallone celebrated his birthday yesterday, 6th of July. I think it was his 78th birthday. My inspiration since my childhood. This eternal speech of Rocky Balboa, Rambo, always helped me whenever I was going through a very tough time. It lifted my spirits and I was able to bounce back with a bang. Ladies and gentlemen, exactly on 6th of July 2021, I underwent tough time. I was collapsed in my washroom. It was early morning around 5:30, 6 o'clock. And when I regained my consciousness, I could see that I was lying down. I think I was there for a couple of minutes, and I never thought that it was a heart attack until I came to know after a few days, after 4 or 5 days, when I told my sister-in-law, who happens to be a doctor, and she said, you should go and consult a doctor. So I went to a nearby clinic and I got my ECG done. And the doctors, they were shocked to see that I had very severe heart attack. I wasn't aware because that day I thought the day before I had good workout. I think maybe a little more extra bench press, and I thought there is some kind of discomfort, chest pain. So I thought it was just because of the workout. So, and apparently when I regained my consciousness, there was no pain as such. There was no discomfort. I went to office for 3-4 days. I used to do my regular workout, and only on Sunday, when it was my off day, I got my ECG done, and then I went to a bigger hospital, and 𝗲𝗲𝗿𝗲 Mohali, which is very close to Chandigarh. And then I was hospitalized over there, and to cut the long story short, I was asked by the doctors, including my sister-in-law, that it's better to go through bypass surgery, open heart surgery, CABG, to be very precise. So out of 4 arteries, one artery of mine was completely blocked, and I was hospitalized, and by grace of God, everything went off very well. And I got the discharge after 10-12 days. And so, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm sharing this video with you? Because there could be people of my age group in 50s or maybe late 40s would be having some kind of cardiac challenge, and maybe they are a little confused, little fearful whether they should go for this kind of surgery or not. And I would say today the technology has become so advanced, so modern, and it's very safe. It's my personal experience that it's very safe, provided you get hospitalized, get treated with really good doctors and good hospital. Yeah, and definitely, I mean, there are other factors which really attribute is your own fitness, your lifestyle. In my case, my lifestyle was very healthy because of, I think, family history, or maybe some another reason, maybe the side effect of the so-called vaccine. I don't know, but that's what my gut feel is. Yeah, that could be the reason because of which there was little blockage, and I had to undergo this kind of surgery. So I'm sharing this with you because you can get a little bit of clarity and confidence. And if you're thinking that whether you should go for it or not, it's completely your decision. Yeah. Now I'm going to share with you my journey, how it went. So 3 days in hospital, and then next 3 months, and now it's exactly 3 years. So 3 days, 3 months, no, maybe 3 weeks. The 3 days, very crucial soon after your surgery. But not to worry, you are under strict monitoring and supervision of the expert doctors. Yeah, and after that, in 3 weeks, you have to take care of your ribs, your rib cage, because it's basically cut, and it takes time to get healed. Maybe next 3-4 months, you have to be very careful. So there is a support system, and many times you will go through kind of a depression. I did go through kind of depression because first of all, that thought comes despite of very good fitness, mental fitness and physical fitness, and maybe you are always doing good for others and for self and the family. So we keep on having dialogue with God, that why God has given you this, but that I take it as a divine test. God tests them who are capable of undergoing this kind of a test, and I would see that this is kind of a metamorphosis. Metamorphosis in the sense that one life was there and now this is the second life, which is the better version of yours. So you need to bounce back with more honesty, more purity, more passion, more power. Maybe you will get little fearless, but you need to take care of that fearlessness also. You need to maintain a degree of humility and faith in God. So this is the second life, this is the second chance, and this is the second inning. I believe that if this life is short, then you have to give your best shot. You have to be very honest with yourself and your family and your friends and the stakeholders you interact with, and by and large the society and the world. Okay, so I would like to, as you know, that I have a habit of putting across in terms of acronyms. So the first acronym here in this context I would like to share is GOD, God. So if you want to really glimpse through the God, the godliness or the divine part, so you need to let go this GOD. That's basically soon after your surgery, since you are with your smartphones, you are lying on the bed and you don't have any other work to do. So the first G is basically Google. You will tend to Google out a lot of stuff which is very generic, and it will make you more fearful, and it will actually worsen the case, because you will try to Google out what will be the lifespan of people who undergo surgery, what care you should take and what can go wrong. So all crap over there, very generic information. So you should refrain yourself from Googling out. Yeah, don't Google out. Then always you will be taken over by a lot of overthinking, because you are lying there on bed, as I said, and you are trying to see through the information out of curiosity, out of fear. Yeah. So try to overcome the overthinking. And another D is you'll be then filled with a lot of doubt, self-doubt, doubt about life, despite of good efforts, good character. You start doubting yourself, and it will lead to kind of depression, anxiety. So I would say replace this GOD, that Google, overthinking, doubt, with gratitude. G stands for gratitude. God, thank you very much for giving me a second life. I'll play more stronger. And the O is optimism. Definitely, we always have a choice to be pessimist or optimist. So I look at life with the lens of optimism, that we can always do better and better. There is no end to it. Next D here is, a doctor. Let me tell you, dear boys and girls, that because of the doctors, I could actually bounce back. And you have to really listen to your doctors when it comes to the medication, when it comes to the regular checkups, when it comes to their sedations, right from the physiotherapist, the dietitian, whatever the exercise you are supposed to do. Yeah, you need to really trust these doctors. Have become very good friend of mine, and I do my regular checks. And the second acronym which comes to my mind, which really helped me otherwise also, aside this open heart surgery, is RED. You remember Matrix movie? Blue pill, red pill. So here in this context of positivity and more dynamism and resilience, I would say choose a red pill. Now this RED stands for me, rest. Take enough rest. Definitely baby-like sound sleep of 8-9 hours. I sleep a lot. I don't know how many people know that Albert Einstein used to sleep for 10-12 hours. Because sleep is the best repair. So sleep is a very natural healing effect. So this is 7 to 8 hours at least. Sleep is a part of rest. In the context, during daytime, you have to be restful by being positive. Give and forget. Yeah. Try to choose peace. Try to be meditative. Try to connect with nature. Yeah, here I like to mention that nature plays very important role in my life. Always, right from my childhood. Whenever I felt little low in energy, I go out, have enough sunshine, I connect with trees, I walk on ground, I work out there, and nature really heals me, always. In RED, E is exercise. I was in tears when I was in hospital after 2-3 days of surgery, because I was not able to get up. I was not even able to even walk for 2-3 steps, and the nurses were very kind enough They used to hold me, they used to keep their arm on my shoulders, and they were helping me to take steps. So 2-3 steps, that kind of energy less I used to feel. So you have to be very, very slow, soulful, steady, have faith in God. Yeah, have faith in God, and definitely will regain your energy. And when you come home, you are on bed, so your family plays a very important role. My wife used to take me to washroom, she used to take care of me, even taking bath. My son used to give me a lot of support, holding me. So my family is everything. They put in me, they breathe in me kind of hope and energy, and they always looked at me that I can bounce back with back. So this is you to go slow. I always followed what my physiotherapist said. I was again crying one day when my physiotherapist said that you have to not exceed more than 2 kilos of dumbbell. Remember, before that I used to have 20 kilos of dumbbell in one hand and 20 kilos of dumbbell in another. And I used to do that with a lot of energy. But then you are bound to get little sad, because you will see कि एक ज़माना था जब आप 20-25 किलो के डंबल ऐसे ही उठाते थे, और अब 2 किलो का डंबल उठाने के लिए भी आपको ताकत लग रही है. तो कोई बात नहीं, keep going, keep going. That's how the champions are emerged. Yeah. And the champions are born 1 in a million. I always say that. No pain, no gain. So time passed, and slowly and gradually, slowly, I could get back to my energy levels. Within 2 months I could join office, and within 6 months I was almost back to my normal routine of workout. 5 kilos of dumbbell or something. But for 1 year I was little careful, and after 1 year then I was in full swing when it comes to push-ups, going out, playing football, jogging, running. My wife again played a very important role. She used to take me out for jogging, and one day I really cried that after 3 months I could jog a little. So have faith in your family, have faith in yourself, have faith in divine plan. Everything is planned, divinely planned for your own evolution. That was I believe in. So and gradually increase your stamina. And then D in red is diet. Yeah, whatever the dietitian in the hospital has given you, that kind of a diet, you have to follow that. Yeah, like during just after the surgery, you have to eat meal of 2 people, because your wounds need that fast recovery. So you have to eat, but don't eat junk. Definitely not. Not in that way. Whatever the healthy stuff you can eat that. So this is about red, and the another acronym which comes to my mind is ICU. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you want to avoid getting into ICU, intensive care unit of any hospital, then follow this ICU. This I is basically insurance. Those who are employed, and if you're working in some organization, if your organization done kind of health insurance, it's good. But if it's not there, please insure yourself. You need to have your health insurance, your insurance. Yeah, because during my surgery, my approximate expense was around 4.5 lakhs, and that was a very timely help from the insurance company, health insurance, because that's a huge amount. And the C is basically checkups, regular checkups, whatever, like whether you are having any kind of cardiac challenge or not. Otherwise also in this age, maybe 40s, 50s, and for all age groups, at least once in a year, annual checkup you should do. We'll come to know about your lipid profile, you'll come to know about thyroid, you'll come to know about sugar, you'll come to know about your blood, everything, your vitamin deficiency, all that. You should be careful about that. And then U is definitely the consequence of this checkup. That's basically understanding. Now, don't try to get into self-medication mode. You seek the understanding from a doctor, from an expert. If this is the report, then what you should do, preventive measures. So doctor will help you. All this come to my mind. I want to make this very spontaneous video. Now, at the end of 3 years, let me tell you, to the fitness freaks, fitness, any kind of a sport, and you have undergone this kind of open heart surgery. And since you are on medication, all kinds of blood thinners, I'm on statin, clopidogrel, it's anticoagulant, then statin, it's anti-cholesterol, and then antiplatelets, blood thinners. So while you are on this blood thinners, or maybe some medication for hypertension, and maybe some medication when it comes to regulation of your heart rate and all that. So one of the major side effects which I experience is, you need to be careful when it comes to bleeding. Even if you have a tiny prick or a scratch, you will bleed. Even while shaving, you need to be a little careful. Even I have sensed this while you are brushing sometimes, and if there is little cut, you will bleed. So you have to be very careful, and I would say you should avoid getting into kind of a sport where you can have kind of an injury, not just external injury, maybe internal injury. You have to take care of your head, your organs, because if you hit something on your body, it can lead to internal bleeding also. I have experienced that. Once I was just out of some kind of excitement, I pressed my arm like this, and I could see blood reddish for a couple of days. So you need to be very careful. You have to safeguard your head, because if you, while sitting in a car or something, or maybe any activity, if you hit your head, so there are chances that it can lead to bleeding, internal bleeding and complications. This is what. The second is, especially at the age of 50s, muscle building becomes a challenge. Muscle building becomes a challenge because you are on blood thinners. But there is a solution. There is a way. Definitely you can build up muscles which you used to have in your 30s, 16-17 inch of biceps or arms. But whatever size is there, maybe 12 inch or 13 inch, so you can make it very tough, very strong, steel-like. I believe in steel body, steel mind, like a Bruce Lee. So you work out with more number of reps and lifting weights of moderate weights, and eat a lot of protein from primary sources. So if you keep going on this, definitely you will not lose muscle. At least if you're not able to gain great muscle size, you will not lose muscles. So the solution is to work out, lift weights, have a good blend of cardio and weight training. Could be using the body as a weight, calisthenics, or maybe external weights, dumbbells and barbells and all that. So be consistent in that. I love to work out. I'm very consistent. Many times I feel very low and exhausted, but I regain my energy whenever I work out in a balanced way. Don't do extra, don't overdo things. Listen to your body intelligence. I do weight training thrice in a week, 3 times in a week, and I go out and do cardio, jogging also 2-3 times in a week. So I know my body intelligence, and I listen to my body. I don't go overboard. What I'm trying to say is, but at the same time, I don't get into any kind of lethargy. I'm not that kind of a person. I love to go out and work out. Yes. So eat enough protein, good healthy protein. Avoid supplements, because supplements many times they are very fake. So why to invite problems for yourself? Try to get the protein from primary sources. Good healthy diet and work out and take enough rest. So this is all about my journey of open heart surgery. And as Oprah Winfrey says, wisdom is converting your wounds into wisdom. That's what she says, wounds into wisdom. I call it as convert your scars into stars. And I recall Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard's profound statement, which actually influenced me rather, 15-20 years ago, when I was introduced to Scientology from one of my mentors of life. So Ron Hubbard says, there is no person alive in the world who can't make a new beginning. That's what being a true warrior is. So many times your body, your mind will get into kind of comfort zone, and you will give up, and you have enough excuses. So don't fall prey to excuses. Come out, make yourself like a new version of yourself, make a new schedule and follow that. I would rate discipline higher than motivation. Motivation is very temporary. You will see some movie, some speech, some people will get motivated for some time and then it will evaporate. It's very volatile. But if you get into a habit of self-discipline, then you will be consistent. Consistency is the key. Beat any season, beat any reason. You need to keep going. Thank you very much.
हेलो, थैंक यू वेरी मच। दुआ में बहुत दम होता है, ये आपने दिखा दिया। इतने सारे कॉल्स आ रहे हैं, कभी भी आ रहे हैं, आज भी आए। थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल माई स्कूल टाइम क्लासमेट्स, कॉलेज टाइम क्लासमेट्स, कॉलेज मेट्स।
Nothing is more dangerous than a man who healed his wounds on his own. तेरे लिए शैतान न तेरे सिवा चाहिए हर सफर में मुझे।
Here's a simple rule. Never, ever, ever let your mood dictate what you do. You have to take action first because movement changes your mood. If you want to be an author, write. And when you're done writing, your mood will be amazing. If you want to be a YouTuber, make YouTube videos and your mood afterwards will be amazing. If you want to be healthier, exercise. And your mood after you move will feel incredible. Do not let the mood you're in now dictate what you do next. Act like the person you want to become. And when you start taking those actions and you start moving in the direction of your dreams,